Oh,
Ahoy!
yeah, it has
Finally,
worked. It has worked.
it has worked.
Kasho jebamba nakwambia ilikuwa imetoka.
It has worked.
It has worked. Pascal, karibu sana. How are you, bro?
I'm good, thank you, man.
Just for those who do not know, this is Actors Club of Kenya. If just randomly you've just found the link and you've just come live, I don't know if that happens, but this is Eddy and Company Live. This is the first episode of this Candid Chats that touches on everything to do with acting. We'll be doing a series of conversation, and this one is dedicated to Actors Club of Kenya, where we'll be talking to actors, local Kenyan actors, and talking about everything actors, from stage, TV screen, filming. What is it like to be on a set? And today we are very fortunate to have none other than Pascal. Allow me to do this.
Huh?
Help me in welcoming to the first edition of Eddy and Company, Pascalino
Ay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Lupesinoi
yeah, yeah.
Tokodi. For those who did not know, Tokodi has a full name. Actually, there are three names. Pascalino, that is for Pascal.
Pascalino. Uh-huh.
Lupesinoi, which is
No,
your
no, no,
middle
no,
name.
no. No, Pesinoi,
But
Pesinoi.
do you know where I'm from? Lupesinoi Tokodi.
Mm-hmm.
Have I said it right?
Said it right.
I've not.
Pesinoi.
I
What?
don't want to. I didn't want to murder it, but if I've said it right, I'm correct.
Yes, you're correct.
Safi.
I'm
Pascal,
just
an
telling guys on
honor.
my
Eh?
page to link up now. It's happening now
Tell
on IG, on Facebook.
tell them to come on board, man. How are you, Pascal? How are you doing, man?
Imenyeshewa. Hey.
Yeah, why? What were you doing outside? Were you
I
supposed to
usually,
be somewhere isolated at home?
no, with on a bike, I'm isolated, so I usually like going for a ride nisiboeke, nisi lose my mind.
Mhm.
But ilipatikana mahali nikanyeshewa ile hakuna.
Pole sana, brother. I mean, we are living in very interesting times, very unprecedented times, never
Yeah.
seen before. I mean, any of the generations that are alive right now, I don't think anybody can attest to what we are going through right now, having seen this before, because everybody's experiencing this all for the first time. How are you doing? How are you coping? How are you just doing your thing, considering you have to act?
I'm creating. What most people don't understand is, again, technology may advance so much. I can use my phone and shoot something. So I use my social media handles as my channel. So that's, I think, what most actors should and artists out there should take advantage of the time that guys are home. Guys are on social media. So if the time to build your stand, it's now, and your foundation is now.
Fantastic. We'll be talking more about that. And the reason why we're having you, Pascal, more importantly, is to celebrate you as one of Kenya's prolific actors. And I really would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge you and just celebrate you for the amazing work you've been. You've got an amazing body of work. You are committed. You are you give your all. I've seen you act. But let's just go back a little bit. I think me and you, we met a long time ago, if I'm not wrong. And I'd like to go back to revisit our meetup. And of course, we came through when you were just getting your way out of the woods into acting. And we met at this thing that I put together, the Actors Monologue Challenge, a couple of years.
I'm still the winner.
You're still the winner. For those who do not know, Actors Monologue Challenge was an event where we used to have actors coming in and perform monologues. We've not had one in a while. But Pascal Tokodi, good enough, is the defending champion of the Actors Monologue Challenge. Do you have the trophy there with you?
It's in my family home.
Okay. This acting life, man. There's a family home. There's my home. I've got the island. but just give us a. Yeah. Even the Oscar that you'll get one day, you'll have to keep it home. Well done. Now that you are preempting my topics, For also those who do not know, Tokodi is celebrating this amazing award he got in. Is it in March?
March 14th, yes.
Just tell us a little bit about it. What award was it, and what did you win it for?
I won AMVCA, that's Africa Magic Viewers Choice Award, and I won Best Supporting Actor in the movie Disconnects. There you go.
By Tosh.
By Tosh Gitonga.
And
Yeah.
just go ahead.
Yeah, it was a very good experience. I was with Ram in the nomination. I was with Ramsey Noah, Nike Mowo. As in, it was a very good experience for me.
Now, of course, Pascal, winning an award outside the country indicates something special, that we've got eyes out of Kenya looking at you and taking note of your talent. How has this journey been? Just take us through where you started from to where you now decided acting is what you need to do.
When I was a kid, movies was everything for me. It was my escape. And like I used to, there's a movie called Braveheart by Mel Gibson. I don't know if you know it.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to say word by word, line by line. Nimeonea movie for so long hadi nimependa tu how it was scored, how it was acted, everything about it from beginning to end. And that's when I first fell in love with acting. After that, I did plays in primary school, but it wasn't that big. It was just but now my biggest like where it all began was in high school. In high school, Form 3, there's a director called Michael Jones Kababa. Magu-san. He's the one who came to Lenana School. And alitufunza stage play and also screenplay at the same time. So that was an eye-opening for us, because even after high school, nilikuwa naona watu wanakuja theater, wanakuja auditions, and they have still that it's overacting. I mean, I'm not saying theater is bad, but with screen, you have to tone it down a bit. So Mike really helped us. Mike showed us you can act like this on theater, on the stage, but then you can tone it down when you're in front of a screen. So Mike really fine tune when I was in high school. Then after that, immediately after high school, I joined Makutano Junction. That's the next year. I finished high school in 2011. Then
Makutano Junction. That series created a lot of great actors out of it, because it not only just gave actors a chance to act, but it also gave actors to showcase their talents. I think it's one of the biggest pluses of Makutano Junction back in the days, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's quite huge. And if you look at every person from acting and from crew, most OGs, let me say OGs, most of them, I'm not saying all of them, most of them walipitia mkono ya Makutano Junction. So it was a good learning experience for me. And meeting akina Ainea, meeting akina I still call him Baraza, Ken Ambani, Mr. Tembo.
Everybody's calling Baraza, by the way. Even on the stage. I can guarantee you one thing, not very many people know his real names. And that's why I think he's a very good actor, an actor who makes you, depending on the character that he's playing, that you'll even forget the real person name. That you'll carry on seeing the character. But now that depends on what type of character you're playing, a bad guy or a good guy. Baraza was a cool. Baraza was a cool. He was a cool.
Alikuwa Alejandro.
Kabisa. So, Pascal, you came through the journey of, going through to school, being taught about the difference between acting in theater and acting in front of a camera. You landed in Makutano Junction. And then where did it all just start happening for you in terms of, people now starting to acknowledge, yes, Pascal is somebody that we need in our production. And instead of you looking for work, they're the ones who are looking for you. When did it all start?
I'd say Makutano. I'd really say Makutano, because Makutano was on Citizen TV. That it's everyone, almost everyone who was a citizen, who has a TV was watching Citizen. So that was my breakthrough. Because after that, I got offers for Group Theory to audition. Then they saw me. They're like, we've seen you somewhere. I went there.
I know that feeling, man.
When we went for the first read through, so they have a tent. They have a tent where guys have lunch.
It was well organized. I remember being on one of the sets.
Well organized. So I walked in and I'm seeing all these legends. People have looked up to, like, it was big. So even after that, all of them were in different sets, not just Makutanos, doing other jobs. So that really helped my career, because now they just going and tell them, if you have a role, just call me. If you have a different role, just call me. That's how I ended up doing a couple of jobs with Raymond Ofula.
So let me track you back a bit. There's something you've said which is very important, which I think a lot of young actors, especially who are watching right now, needs to take very keen attention to. You mentioned that after meeting all these big names that you were looking up to, you still had the confidence to go and tell even some of them, if you hear of a job, just, which I think we miss that right now. When people used to be aggressive, there's this whole thing of waiting for work to come to you, and you've only done one TV commercial. So just go a little bit deeper into that bit about going the extra mile to be able to get work and being confident enough to even face a director and say, you know what, I'm confident with my ability. Call me when you get a job. Just go a little bit deeper on that, on how important it is, especially to you.
For me, back then, there wasn't so many channels where people are posting auditions. And it was mostly producers would call an actor and say, hey, there's this role, I'm seeing you in it, are you available? And the actor, if the actor is not available, he has no one else to recommend. Do you get?
True.
Now, what I did was, I used to go to all these actors and I tell them, hi, if you hear of any roles, please just help me. And I'm still young. I have what it takes. I'm here with you guys. So just give me a chance. And I feel like right now it's changed. We have Actors Club of Kenya. So as we have different groups where people post auditions, but still very aggressive. You can take babangu. My dad used to say you can take unachukua punda kwa rive lakini huwezi fanya hiyo ikunywe. So it's you have to be really aggressive. You have to always be on the case. Be on case of on actors. Just if you meet an actor, if just break the ice. Just tell them your everything. Be aggressive. Akikataa, well and good. Akikubali, you're good.
So it's all about the networking, being confident, and being sure about what you can do. Because again, also there's the other side of fear. You know you want to act, but fear sometimes holds us back.
Yes.
Silio. All right. So Pascal, moving on. Now you are now a continental star, bro. Continental.
Hey. I've worked hard for this. Jesus.
How hard have you worked?
I moved out when I was 20. Moved out when I was 20 years old from my mom's place, my parents' place. And I used to wake up by 5. I'm up. I'm already prepared. I go to work. I go shoot one show. I rush. I shoot another show. I'm back. We might have night scenes on these different shows, so I might be back at 11 or 12. I need to wake up the next day still at 5 and still. As in, it reached a point where my social life was kidogo lagging, but I knew what I wanted to do. As in, I'm here to advance and to push forward in a career where
basically setting your priorities and knowing what you needed to do at that time.
Yes. Like it, and there were many challenges, yes, but it was a good it was my drive, it was my ambition, and also the people around me who saw this ambition and who helped me get to where I am right now.
Okay, another question that I think might have, by the way, for those who are following us, thank you so much. I can see quite a number of interesting comments coming through. Coco Ebony says we can have an online monologue challenge. You already have that actually in the Facebook page. It hasn't picked up. I don't know why, because right now we know all of us are at home. You have a phone. You can download your clip, a 2-minute monologue, and put it up there. We've got quite a number of comments coming through here, and
Bring the challenge
just on Instagram, we bring it to
Bring the challenge up.
Tuilete hapa.
Look at, we have 166 people watching. It's
That is 170. Well, by the way, let me ask you something. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
something I've noticed also. We've been lucky enough to even attract brands, and I know
Yes.
that's what a lot of actors think about when it comes to elevating their profiles by being influencers or brand ambassadors. What's the trick? What are you doing to do that actually? If somebody is asking right now as an actor, how can I become a brand ambassador? You've been now for you are Oppo at the moment?
I've been an ambassador for Utadu for ABL. I've been an ambassador for Oppo. I've been blessed to work with what's it been? I did Lara.
But it's a good thing.
Here's what I did. As in, I joined Instagram when I was a bit late in joining Instagram, but I used this basically this one social media platform to enhance, because people just watch me on TV, but this one brings me a one-on-one with my audience. So if when they're watching me on TV afterwards, they can come to my page. So now what brands look for is, brands just look for a group of people to sell their products to. Yeah. So that's what I'm offering brands. I'm offering brands amazing people who if they like your product, they'll buy your product. So I'm just working as a channel.
Fantastic. I hope guys are listening and taking notes, because I mean, this is a very unique opportunity to hear and listen to somebody who's been in this business for some time now. And if I'm not wrong, more than 10 years?
It's been yesterday was my birthday, so that marks it.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way. Now, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
How young did you turn? I mean, it's a secret.
27.
27. Fantastic, bro.
I've been here. I've been here for
27 years.
Yeah. I've been here no. I'd say 9 years.
But you're clocking a decade in this business, and it's congratulations to Cesar, because I'm sure this is what is also feeding you, housing you, clothing you.
Yes.
So acting works. Acting pays if you just do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Now for me, it's I saw the opportunities acting gave me, and I asked myself, what else can I do? It's not every day that we act. It's not you can't be getting a show every single. So I asked myself, what else can I do with the talent that I have? So I can sing as well, and most actors can sing. That's what I feel that most actors can really sing. So like I joined both of them together. That's how I got the role of Guy in Group Theory. Because now
Group Theory, yes, I remember Group Theory. Yes,
it's a musical. So I put those talents together and I did a musical. So that helped me as well. And I realized, and I in Makutano I used to see directors direct. I used to get very intrigued. I was like, I can do this. This is something I know I can do. So again, I went and I told directors, "Hi, can I shadow you when you're directing? Can I be there when you?" Because that really helped me. Because I used to now work with other actors, and I used to take a little bit from this actor. I used to take a little bit from this actor, a little bit from this, so I can build my own thing, my own style, and my own way of acting.
Right, and it's worked.
It's worked immensely. I've directed ads for Safaricom, for Telcom, for
Oh, wait,
Ilara.
get into that. You are directing now, not only on stage, you're directing screen.
Yes.
Film, tell us a bit about that. How did you get into that? Directing. Well, we know you mostly for acting. Now, on your bio in Wikipedia, on Instagram, you're a director, actor, musician. We'll get to the musician later on, but director. How did you fall
Yes.
into that?
There's when we were doing the Utadu campaign, the one
Mm.
for EMBA, it was
Yes.
actually a very sensible campaign. It was drink water, munch food, order a
Mm.
taxi, or just to
Mm.
be responsible.
Yes.
I approached the director of that ad, and
Again,
I
your
told him,
aggressiveness.
I'm aggressive. I just went ahead.
Kichwa ngumu tu.
Me, if I want something, I go for it.
Yeah,
So
fantastic.
he loved the way I act. He's called Moha.
Right?
He loved the way I acted. So,
Best steady man that we have in the country.
yes. I only know him and a guy called Sami Mwangi. No one else. As in,
Sanch.
huh?
Sanch.
Sorry. People are calling. Okay.
Watangoja tu, watangoja. We're about to wrap up, but in another 10 minutes. But that is Sanch. So Moha and Sanch. Sami Mwangi.
Yeah.
Steady man. Steady
Steadicam
man.
man. Yes. So I went and told Moha, hi Moha, I have this interest in directing. I love the way you're directing. Can I please come and shadow you? And the next thing I know is Moha is sending me he was testing me. So he sent me a script and he asked me, what can you do with this? So it was a Safaricom script. Now I didn't know it was a Safaricom script, but I just took it. I added a few things. I added a chicken in it. I added so many different things, and he sent it. I sent it to him. Next thing I know, I'm being called into the office. Then I met Josie. Josie is Moha's partner, so they run Mojo Productions, and that's how I directed Ile
Yeah, I remember it, man. Now you see, the thing about you is that you've managed to round up all these abilities: singing, acting, directing, and creative, which is sort of like a very important ingredient in all these four things. And I must say, you've really utilized them well, and it's good to see that you're utilizing them well even now, and being open to even share about it. Now, with that said, a bit about your music. You've got a couple of singles that you've released. I think about 8 or 5.
It's my music started when I went to audition for a show called Techno on the Stage. It was a karaoke show. I went to audition. Yeah.
You and phones.
Oppo is still the best. Oppo.
Yeah. You did that.
So I went to Nigeria. I came in third.
Wow.
That's where I met Nandi the musician. That's where I met Zuchu. Zuchu is a new Wasafi. Ule Meletoto Wasafi, the new one. But after that, I came back. I did a song. I did my first song, Sitaki. Now, while I was there, Pinye, DJ Pinye, so interested. He saw me and he liked my stuff. I came back. We had a meeting, and he's such an amazing guy. He took me and just gave me knowledge to survive in this industry. After that, I worked with King Kaka.
Nice.
I was signed to Kaka Empire for a while. But basically, I want to do musicals more. I mean, stage and screen, and screen musicals. There's so much to do. If you're an actor, it can link you to so many things. Not just being an actor. It can link you to so many things. So that's what I'm pushing. I'm pushing for, to not just be an actor, but to be an artist.
Now it's amazing, and I hope guys are taking heed of this, because you're a very valuable asset when it comes to the arts scene here in Kenya. And again, I tell you congratulations, and we celebrate you. I just want to quickly read some of these messages coming through. I think the ladies are going crazy about you. I don't know if they know your status, ukoaje, kuna mtu, hakuna mtu, but they'll find out in their own time. So some of the comments I'm seeing here, wow, interesting. And it's good to see you've got an amazing following here. Let me see if I could just get my, now this technology, my friend.
Hey!
Samburus support their own, bro. That is from Ben Leshore. What is the plan for the music career? That is from Nimo Wairimo. What's your plan in the music career? Just a quick short answer.
Right now I won't mention, but very soon there'll be music coming in. Yeah. Let me just leave it at that. Let me say brotherhood. Let me just leave it at brotherhood. Yeah, continue.
We leave it at that, yeah?
Yeah, brotherhood.
Please ask Pascal to do. Please ask Pascal is doing voice lessons. Do you do voice lessons? That's from Nimo Wairimo.
From Nimo, at the moment, I'm really trying to schedule myself, because we've been shooting Selena for almost 3 years. So I'm still trying to balance myself, but that's in the pipeline.
Candy Claudia asks, what is your worst experience as an actor? Worst experience. We all have one as an actor. I have had my own, many of them. What's yours?
There's a role that I got, and just like 2 days before production started, and I really went, and I took the character Bible of what I was given for that character, and then I added my own, because I really loved that role. I won't mention the production, I won't mention anything about it, but 2 days before, suddenly there was a quarrel amongst Ukoju, and the role and the role was never picked up. But if that role, but I feel like everything has a reason. I mean, if I did that role, I wouldn't have done Selena. So like I thank, maybe God was trying to show me that this is not yours. So at that moment it was really painful, because I really did my work.
I know the feeling. I know that feeling. I can totally relate with you. Now, Victoria the Queen says or asks, talk about biases in auditions to famous actors. There's been that talk for the longest time, biases to famous actors during auditions. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I'll try and be neutral kidogo. Let me go to the side of the producer. I'll work, if I want to make money from a show, I'll get famous guys to get the show going, get the show known. Because if I put this actor and this actor together, their fans will love this show, and it's gonna build and build and build and build. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm encouraging producers out there to also look at new characters that are coming up, new faces that are coming up. Like the people who gave me the first try in the beginning, they went out on a limb, because so I'm just encouraging them to go out on limbs for other people. Like now, with what I like about Selena when it started, these were new faces. Yeah, these were new faces, but then it was mixed with also guys who have been in the industry for a while. So that was a good balance. So I'm just encouraging our producers to also look at guys, at other guys who have the talent and want and the ambition. So yeah.
All right. Another question here. Oh, this is a question. Actually, it's somebody who doubts herself. I have the mood of acting, but I'm not that learned. Will I join acting? Velma Winnie. It sounds like self-doubt, which is something a lot of actors or potential actors have when it comes to thinking if they can act or not. You know that feeling of, I can act, but I don't know if I can do it.
Then you can't act, because it's I'll be very very harsh on that in a way.
No,
'Cause,
honesty is the best policy. Just be honest, because I guess we
yeah,
also sometimes need to hear some truths when it comes to this business of acting. And I know it's possible for a lot, but if they hear it from you, just tell us some truth.
if you really want something, if you really want something, if you really crave for that, like if I want to go to that door, I will climb mountains and hills and do everything to go to that door. Yeah. If I know I'm very shy, I will work on that shyness. It's a personal thing. You can't you can be taken only so far, but it all depends with you. I mean, if you're shy, go watch other people, go and see what they do, so that they take away that shyness. Because again, I've met other brilliant actors who are shy, but in front of a screen they are amazing. On stage they are amazing, but in real life they're shy. So now, if you can try and create a balance in that and find a way to get out of that hole, because
Mm,
because it's all about confidence. Acting is all about confidence. I
true.
can act shy, or I can be shy. It depends with you, but
Mm.
it all starts with you. If you're shy, work on ways. Jiite mkutano, jiite
Have a
mkutano, and
meeting.
ask yourself, yeah, and ask yourself, do you really want this? Because if you're shy, you don't believe in yourself.
Nobody will.
Nobody will believe in yourself, and this is a very cutthroat industry. It's not
True,
for shy people. It's not for shy
true,
people. If you
true,
want
true.
something, go for it. Yeah.
I was surprised when I went for higher learning auditions and managed to pull through, but unfortunately was still in campus doing my project. But thanks to Nick Ndeda, hope Nick
Mm.
is watching. He gave me a
Nick,
positive advice.
Nick is amazing.
Nick is also another, and he's writing now for stage.
Nick is
You know that.
amazing. He's just and that's another. Like I say, Nick was an actor. Yeah, he used his confidence to go to radio. His confidence to go to different sets. Now he's writing for stage.
Mm.
He's brilliant, and he's not he's a go-getter. Like I said, in this industry, if you're not a go-getter, then just end ulime jamba.
I've seen several questions here that relate to each other, and some people want to know, Tokodi, did you have a side hustle when you started acting, or are you doing side hustles as you
Mm.
also act right now just to keep going, or is acting just good enough? I know people want to ask to know how to balance it all out because some think that acting, if you just dwell on acting only, it will not sustain you. But how are you handling it?
In the beginning, it was all acting. It was this has to work. But then I realized it's the money you get from your acting. What do you do with it? What do you do with everything that you've earned with your acting? You can open other small businesses. You're still an actor. You're still an actor, and that's
True.
your main job. But every smart person I know, every rich person I know does not work. Does not only depend on one source of income.
Of
So
income, that's true.
just be smart about it. Um, I know a couple of actors who own businesses elsewhere, but that's their business. That's not their core. That's when they feel like they want to de-roll, they want to do something, they go concentrate on that one. But their main focus is being an actor. But again, an actor also opens doors for you. Like look at me now. I acted, then I went to sing, then I went to act and sing, then I went to act, sing, and direct. Like it's looking at what else can what you do spread? What else can you do with what you can do?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's a brilliant answer, Tokodi. Now, I know we're winding up just in a few minutes.
I
Quick
have
one.
all the
The most common question I also get, even on the Facebook page, on Instagram, is how do you get into acting? How do you start that? Somebody has just finished high school, they don't know where to start from. Somebody just finished college, they don't know where to start from. What would be that first step to just get you going?
um can I challenge uh other people out there, because back in our day we had something called actors.co.ke. uh
By what's his name? Yes, Langiri. Yes.
yeah. So that's where I was getting most of my auditions. Nowadays it's I don't see so many auditions out there. So I'm just encouraging people to, if you have a show, if you're looking for actors, just send them to you. Send them to Actors Club of Kenya. Send them to different people, different pages. Where now, if I'm a new actor, if I want to really act, I can just log in and just say acting auditions in Kenya, and then all these auditions will pop up, and then you go try your luck. And
So
yeah.
it's also about looking. You need to look. Don't wait for it to fall on your laps.
No, don't wait. Go to pages.
Potential actors going to Kenya National Theatre and just acquaint yourself with the community there.
Yes, it's networking. Yeah.
Networking, and that's the first thing that you told us when you were starting off this interview about networking, engaging with other actors, and just being in a loop of what is happening around us.
Yeah. So it's again, it all boils down to how ambitious are you. Like, are you in this? Are you treating acting as a plan B? Are you those people who if you ask me what do I do, and I tell them acting, and then that person asks what else? You get
True.
But
now I have a question from Chege Malemba. As a parent having an enthusiastic child who loves acting, what are the best ways to keep nurturing that talent? And are there many child auditions?
Ads. What I know is ads have a lot of like for now, when I was directing Ilara so I went. I different agencies. There's different agencies out there. There's Versatile. There's Zuri agencies. There's just look for Google acting agencies in Kenya. There's a couple of those. Go register and just wait and not even just to wait. Use the social media accounts. Go like I said. I used to recite Braveheart word by word by word. If I had a social media account by then, I would have taken my phone and I would recited it, and I would have tagged all the actors who are in that show because they have a social media account. Yeah. Every day, and I ask my fans, please tag Mel Gibson, please tag this one, please tag this one. The same case in our area. If I get someone who's done an acting like a monologue from Selena and is reached out to me, I will take it and I will put it on my page. A producer out there, the effort. Show me the effort. Show me you want this, so that I don't give you an opportunity and then later on I found out that you went and did something else.
Fantastic. So let's wrap this up, Tokodi. Just update us. What are you doing now? What are you working on? And what are your plans for the future?
For right now, we're still shooting Selena. That takes a lot of the chunk of my time. It's at the same time, I'm really I'm finding time to also direct. But in the near future, when it reaches a time when Selena has to go on a very long break, or when it will end, I really want to now do my own projects. I really want to be an executive producer for something. I want to direct my own problem and my own ideas. And I feel like I never wasted time on set. Give you a story. When I was acting Makutano Junction, I was only an actor. I was just an actor. But then, like, after the third week or the fourth week, I went to Pat. She was the producer back then, and I told her because we used to shoot Makutano Junction 1 episode in 3 days. So I might finish all my episodes on 1 day. So I have 2 days to just stay at home and wait for the next episode to come.
Next episode,
so I went to her and I asked her, "Hi, on these 2 days, can I just be on set? You don't have to pay me. Can I please just be on set and I learn from other guys? I can be carrying art. I can be carrying cables. I can be doing this and that just on set."
Being involved.
She went. Yes. So she put me in the art department, and then she paid me. Like she saw my drive, and now I was getting cash as an actor and also as a crew member. Yeah. Wow. So that's again, it boils down to how ambitious are you.
Fantastic. Rick's Poet is watching us, man.
Rix is a wonderful poet, yo.
He's here. He's here. Rix, good to have you here, man. So,
Rix.
Tokodi, maybe just as a top up to this conversation, I wish we had more time. And as usual, technology limits a couple of things. I know Instagram limits us to an hour.
Yeah.
Just your parting shots to all these dreams, to all these ambitions that we have of young guys who want to be where you are. Just a parting shot to encourage them, to tell them, you know what, it's possible. It's possible even to be in a higher platform than you are on.
Yeah.
Just tell them something.
I come from a very humble background. No one in my family was involved in acting. No one in my family was involved.
Samburu hakuna actors?
In our family. In our family. Hakukuwa na actor. Hata sijaona like sija kuna
You're the first
actors, kuna
Samburu
actors,
actor.
but back then saizi kunao. But
There
back then sikupata a lot of nini, ilikuwa mi kujituma. It was me going for it. And right now we're blessed with social media where I can just do a monologue right now and I tag an actor. And it's usually nice if you hit the soft spot of an actor. Let's say right now, if someone does recites for me like a monologue I did in Selena, that would warm me, yeah. That would really warm me enough to go forward and just to push, it's to push you even further than where you are. So again, I was very ambitious, but I was also open to, like, I learned the hard way. Like, not everything goes the right way. If not every time, you might really want this role, but it never. Kama si yako si yako.
True. There's that bit.
There's that bit. So always be prepared for that, and it works. It works everywhere, not just acting, but always be prepared for no. Always be prepared to be shut down. That should always be at the back of your mind. This can happen, but I'm confident enough to try it. So confidence, ambition, and just go for it. And
Thank
talent.
you so much.
Talent.
Yeah, it's
talent.
important. It's important. It's very, very important.
Yeah.
Tokodi, thank you so much. I know there's so much more we can talk about, but again, being the first of the Eddy Company live, we hope we can have you back here and just explore specific topics for a longer time. But this, of course, was just to check up on you, celebrate you, and again, appreciate you and the great work you're doing. And happy birthday once again. It was yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay, fantastic. I know the parties are still happening with social distancing.
Social distance. So I just go ride my bike. I go alone. I come back. But let me just commend you for this. This is the first time I've done such a thing that's being run by another actor. That's being run by another person who wants to push acting. And you've been doing this for such a long time with the actor's monologue, and it was such a brilliant thing. I really want that to be bigger. So I'm willing to help out however I can. If you ever have anything you want to push, just please holla. I'll post it on my page. I'll push it on my side as well.
We can put our heads together about that, because I think it's something that still has legs. Now that we have access to, all this innovation and technology, we can create something. I think we can commit to discuss further. Then we can come back to all these amazing people here, 223 of them, to tell them that there's an opportunity where we can make you a better actor. We will introduce you to the whole acting business.
Let's do this, because now it's easy for us to approach brands and tell us to give gifts or cash rewards. So we can also make this someone can make a living out of
Exactly. Thank you, Asante sana. What I wanted to say was to empower them. I mean, we're not paying, but to empower them, that they could also be encouraged, that we also have a platform that they can utilize online to be able to, one, showcase their talent, two, to sharpen their skills, and three, also just to learn and to network, because networking is very important, as you say.
Very important. It's very important. Thank you so much.
Nashukuru, and God bless.
Thank you, Eddy. Bye, guys. Bye. Hey, watu ni wengi kai. Hey.
Cheers, bro. Great. Thank you so much for joining us for Eddy and Company Live. And this will be happening every week. We'll be talking to more guests. So just we'll be checking up on you and also telling you who we are bringing up next. I'll be announcing here on the same page who is coming up next to talk about acting here on Actors Monologue. Oh, that was the platform. But Actors Club of Kenya, that's where we'll be having all these interviews under Eddy and Company Live. Thank you once again. God bless you. And let's see how this goes. Asante.